After our real estate safari, we're here at Rooftop 270 with the view. And, I was just tagging along with Kai, but what I want to know, Kai, is how was your experience and what were your takeaways from today?
It was a wonderful experience. I thought I knew Westlands. I've been here 3 times, and all the times I stayed in Westlands, I got to see different sides of Westlands. I always thought it was a lot of hustle and bustle here, but there's actually quieter sides to Westlands. It was good talking to these agents, the developers. The developers are very, very good at what they do. You can negotiate the final price of the units. So it was really, really, really great experience. I really enjoyed it, yeah.
What do you think about the process so far, like the sales agents, the negotiation, how they do their presentation?
Well, first I would like to thank you, because I think the team that you found made it very easy. This whole transition has been a very easy transition.
Yeah, because Kellen and Dennis, they hired a driver, they got the van for us.
I asked Kellen, I said, hey Kellen, we need some space here. We need some space. And she got a driver. They picked us up right at my Airbnb, and then we went off. The developers weren't reluctant to show us everything, the good and the bad. We did the tour of the construction. We had little hard hats. I mean, they're very open and very warm and inviting with the whole process.
So I know previously we were talking about, you're concerned, you feel like they're trying to rush you to purchase.
Right.
What's your perspective on that now?
Well, I think we have to kind of eliminate the hustle and bustle that we have in America. There's this scarcity mentality that they have. They buy it now, otherwise it's gone. But here, I think it's true. You could feel it in the air. They're selling a lot of units really quickly. They're selling a lot of units. In fact, if I buy a unit, I'll get first dibs on the next development that they have, which means that I can get even a higher unit, which is really interesting. Yeah, really nice.
I think the funny thing is, because I actually want something sooner, and you can't buy something sooner because it gets sold out.
Exactly.
So you're like forced, if you want to be selective about your floor,
right,
to be 2 or 3 years out on development.
And let me add to that, Ryan. I had possession, I still do have possession of something that's in 2026. So I mean, even though we're in 2025, that's a lot sooner. But the places that you've seen here are so amazing and beautiful and immaculate that I'm willing to actually wait for another year for that property to open up. I'm actually considering that. It's hard to choose what you want here.
I think with a lot of the good higher quality developers, which you can kind of tell now, like when you look at them, because the one was a little like, They're so similar, you're like, I don't know which to choose. It's really location, maybe some aesthetics or layout differences. But for me, I care about the floor. Like, I want the highest floor, I want a nice view, because you can't recreate that. You can update inside, but you cannot get a better view, and once that building's there, it's not going anywhere. So that's the view that you're going to have from that location. And as more development comes, I think there'll be less good views over time. So that's my thing.
And that's the thing also that is very interesting here too. I never thought that the view would be that important, but it's very important. It's very important. Also, the amenities are very important. Westlands is not playing. I mean, we're talking about the people that are coming here to the Westlands are demanding a certain type of treatment that's like borderline royalty, honestly. It kind of feels that way. And these companies are understanding that they're making changes with each development they're having, and they're improving. The last place that we saw said that they want to be the last development because they are looking at all the other developments and they're going to make it even better. So when they come, it's going to be just like the creme de la creme of all developments. So they're competing for your dollars here. They're definitely competing for your dollars, which I really do like.
Anything about the process you don't like so far?
Anything out of the process that I don't like? That's a great question. I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't know, Ryan. I asked some hard questions. I want to know if my money is going to go to get scammed, and I'm letting them know quite assertively that I don't want that to happen, and I'm willing to withhold my information. We talked briefly about a lawyer, getting a lawyer, not getting a lawyer. I am going to get a lawyer just to make sure that every T is crossed and I is dotted. I think that it's just really important to do all those type of things because that's the biggest challenge. It's like this is international investing now. I don't think anybody really kind of talked about international investing. I mean, you from Jersey, I'm a kid from California. I mean, I was not thinking about international investing, but the opportunity here and how they present it has made it a very easy process. It's honestly getting both of us excited. No lie, it's getting both of us excited. Yeah.
I need to do it now. I can't wait.
No, and it's not. It feels like a sense of urgency, but the environment that you're in here, the numbers that you're seeing, it's kind of like a no-brainer. I really honestly do. I mean, like honestly, if you look at the price point that we're seeing in America compared to the price points that we're seeing here, can you afford something like this in America? No.
Yeah, amenities, like, oh my goodness, the value. We keep talking about it. The value you get in Kenya for almost anything, especially services, housing, restaurants, like where we're at. You feel good when you spend money. I feel like in the U.S., you spend money and you're like, oh, I'll stay home instead of going out. Because you're not getting the value. I feel like in Nairobi, you get value for your money.
Yes, I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
What's something that, a preconceived notion that you might have had about real estate here or purchasing apartments that wasn't the way that you thought it would be?
Well, I think it's the scamming. Let's be real about it. You worried about that? I know the people out there are worrying about that. They're worried about the scamming. They deeply understand that, and they're trying to make it as comfortable as possible. And to be quite honest with you, I'm still a little bit paranoid. I'm not going to sit here and say it's all good. I'm jumping all in. No, we work hard for our money, and I want to send the message. I don't want to send the message that it's safe, but I think that they're making me comfortable with spending my money here. They make it very easy. They're very open to explaining everything. I could ask them the hard questions, and they seem like they understand that. Yeah.
I think my perspective on the trust thing, I just think this is big business. Like these projects are not a couple thousand, these might be $1 million US dollar type projects.
Yes.
Are they going to scam you for 200 grand? I don't know. For me, I find it hard that a company, especially if they've done previous projects, that all of a sudden they're going to pull the okie doke on you. That's my, perspective, and that's why I'm not super concerned. But yes, it's always in the back of your mind. Is something weird going to happen? I'd probably get more concerned about government issues, or like something happens with the developer and the deed, because a lot of the developers are foreign, so they could make a mistake.
Yes.
To your point, the attorney can kind of probably navigate that stuff that I want to know how to do due diligence on.
Right. But if I could say this, when you are investing in a building that's literally right next to the JW Marriott,
right?
Walking distance to Oracle, walking distance to the headquarters in Kenya of Microsoft. These guys are not playing. They know that they're dealing with big time money, big time tech companies, and they have a reputation here. And they're trying to fulfill that reputation of being a really good developer, because they know that people like us, if we get interested in it and we start investing here, it's going to lead to other people coming as well to invest here. I already have friends talking to me about wanting me to extend my trip so I can introduce them to this person and that person. It could spread like wildfire, honestly, yeah. And another thing I wanted to say too also is this, it's like you at a very young age have an opportunity to maybe not invest in America, and there's nothing wrong with investing in America, but if you're in an entry-level position, do you think you really can afford a house in California where average price is about $900,000? I'm looking at places that are about $200,000 to $100,000 right here, and some of them are even below that, $80,000. If you grab a group of people and you invest over here, you can get into the real estate game at a very cheap level. I mean, it's if I knew about this when I was younger, I would have explored this a lot sooner. I would have explored this a lot sooner.
So we're going to enjoy our lunch after our real estate safari. Hopefully this information was helpful. If you guys have questions, comments, put it in the comments. You can reach out to me directly. My information is in the description box.
And make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah, keep giving us ideas what we should talk about. I try to show you guys the real stuff that we're doing. So let me know. See you.